Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, a game that's been hot on my radar ever since its surprise unveil at E3 earlier this year, and from what we've seen so far it looks to be very impressive indeed. So today we're going to be taking a look at what exactly this upcoming title has to offer and covering everything we know about the game so far. Wildlands takes place a few years from now in the incredibly well realised and breathtaking location of Bolivia in South America, and follows suit to the Ghost Recon games that came before it as a tactical third-person shooter. This time however things have changed as the game is now an enormous living open world, said to be Ubisoft's biggest open world action game yet. The world around you also reacts to player choices, but not only that, it has a dynamic weather system which can significantly alter the way you approach each operation. For instance, do you engage the enemy as they go about their dubious business in the brightness of day, or do you wait until the cover of night, which offers a more stealthy approach, but consequently the fall of darkness can make certain targets difficult to spot. With that said, there are many observations you need to make in order to ensure that the operation goes smoothly and that the enemy remain under your control. For example, do your targets have potential getaway vehicles? If so, you need to make sure you have your own if the enemy attempt a sudden escape. These are just some examples of the many advantages and disadvantages of the effects the environment can have on your strategy. But not only that, the Ghost can interact with local military officials, rebels and even civilians. The decisions you make as a player could set off a chain reaction of events throughout the game world affecting your environment, so you need to be aware of the relationships between these groups in order to achieve certain objectives. Having the creative freedom to tackle each mission the way you want to and in the order of your choosing is something I'm personally really looking forward to. And what's more, it means you're never going to encounter the same situation twice, providing endless possibilities and adding a ton of replay value to a franchise that in recent years has become much more linear. So it's great for veteran players like myself to see the series return to its roots by giving the choice back to the players in such a big way. In the world of Ghost Recon Wildlands, Bolivia has become the largest producer of cocaine, with the Santa Blanca, the drug cartel responsible for turning the country into a narco state, being your primary target. It's your job as Ghost to wreak havoc and break alliances between the cartel and the corrupted government. The setting of Bolivia is home to an expansive range of environments for you to explore both on foot or in one of the many available vehicles at your disposal. And from a visual standpoint, the game just looks stunning, but considering this is all pre-alpha gameplay, what you see now is of course subject to change. But if we were to judge based on gameplay alone, from what we've seen so far anyway, it looks seamless, and Wildlands really is embracing the open world genre in a way that I think is going to revolutionise the Ghost Recon franchise as a whole. The game is built with cooperative play in mind, supporting up to 4 players, each with their own upgradable skills and gear. But that's not to say you all need to be in the same place at the same time, taking on each situation together. You see, each player has the freedom to do their own thing, or even tackle some of the many different objectives and spontaneous events alone. Reuniting with your squad to take on some of the bigger missions, however, is something you're not going to want to miss out on. And on the subject of lone wolfing, you can play this game entirely solo with the support of 3 AI partners, who respond to your commands like, for example, taking out multiple targets in synchronization during stealth operations. Much like the previous Ghost Recon games, you will largely be involved in guerrilla-style engagements, and whilst you may be outnumbered in these instances, you certainly won't be outgunned. Player freedom is clearly going to play a big part in Wildlands, but customization has always been a staple in the Ghost Recon franchise, and that same freedom also transfers into how you go about personalising your Ghost. Players are going to have the opportunity to change their character's physical appearance as well as the outfits they are wearing, but also choose from a variety of gadgets and equipment to suit your playstyle and use on the field. What I'm most excited for though is the return of Gunsmith, a gameplay element that allows you to fully customise your weapons with a multitude of different attachments and accessories. We haven't been given any details in regards to how exactly the system is going to be implemented however, but I'm sure it's going to be a seamless experience nonetheless. Unfortunately, we don't know much more about the game at this time, and as we head into the new year, Ghost Recon Wildlands still has no official release date. All we know is that the game will be available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC in 2016. But I hope that the information I presented for you today has at least given you a clear idea as to what you can expect from this upcoming title, and has maybe even helped you decide whether or not this game appeals to you. So be sure to let me know what you think of Ghost Recon Wildlands so far in the comments below. But that really is all the information I have for you today, so thank you very much for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. But for now, I've been Tomographic, and I'll see you in my next video.
So, what's our next target?